Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be looking at markets overall, what's been happening with Bitcoin, what's been happening with some of the other tokens and projects as well. And we'll be looking at a bit of news as well just to see what's been happening in the markets over the weekend. Overall it's been a relatively good weekend apart from Bitcoin has just started to go down just now, but sitting at 6,600 level and bouncing back up. So we need to wait and see if it's going to jump or if it's going to fall from here. My guess is it's going to still jump. I'm still going for 6,800 and beyond that as well. We need to see if it can shoot past the 7,000 mark. So I'm just going to see if we've got some people in. We have indeed. I'm just going to jump over 1 wee second. Okay, who do we have in the house? Got Liam Hunt in the house. Welcome to you. Got Mark Scott. Good to see you here, buddy. Deb, one of our brilliant admins, is in the house. Crush the likes, everybody. So if you like these videos, just go down to the like button just now and hit the like button. It helps with the kind of organic reach on YouTube and it just helps with the YouTube channel overall. And we've got a few new members, few new subscribers on the channel, so welcome if you're a new subscriber as well. Dev T94, good to see you here. Don't think I've seen you here before. From California. Stephen King is in the house. Welcome to you. Mervyn Skidmore, Stu Johnson, Tim Gash is in. Mike Cryptico is in the house. David Schwartz, Gavin Mearns, Marcus Jafari, Atif Mahmood is in as well. Exciting time, ready to take blow. Ready to take blow, is that take some hash or ready to blow you mean? Martin and Sonia is in as well. Jacob Hopkins. Pundy's still stuck at 22 like I seen you around about. Pundy's going to take off soon, I believe. I think it's going to take off soon. I've been looking at it for a while now. Thinking should I get in, should I get out? So we'll be looking at the markets just now. We're just going to coinpaprika.com. Quite like this one. Just 1 wee sec. That's the only thing I don't like about it is the size of the writing. Okay, so we've got an overall market capitalization of 223 billion, which is down about 1.3% over the weekend. Bitcoin dominance has gone down to 51.76%. Bitcoin itself has gone to 6,692, but I believe that's an older price. We'll just update it and we'll have a look at the prices as well. So who's done well over the last 24 hours? We have Coin. Coin was one of the ones we tipped in the premium channel. I think we tipped to about 83. I think it was tipped to 83 and it went all the way up to about 109 or something. So a good 20%, 25% profit there. That would have been quite good. Bitcoin has gone up as well. Redcoin, Aeon is up 0x. GX Chain, Waves, Futuro Coin, Funfair, Digibyte, all up just now. So we've got about probably 25% in the green over the last 24 hours because Bitcoin dip. Electroneum has gone down 26%. So I downloaded the Electroneum mining wallet or the wallet over the weekend because a lot of the admins are into Electroneum. They kind of tell me about the mining wallet and I started mining Electroneum. And I've also downloaded Aircoins, which I've been meaning to do for a while. And that's really catching on. Aircoins is catching on. So I downloaded it and just kind of checked it out, see what it was all about. And you pick up these coins as you're kind of traveling and stuff. So it's quite cool. So I'm going to take the dog a walk this morning, pick up some coins, just see what it's all about. But I could imagine it'll be really, really addictive. But I think Aircoins could be something. It's almost like a game. What was that game called? I can't remember the game that came out. Oh, what was it called? And all the kids were kind of playing it. They're just walking about the streets and kind of picking up things. I can't remember what it's called. No doubt you'll know. Somebody's going to tell me. But it's a bit like that. You just kind of walk about the streets or you kind of drive about and you pick up these coins as well. So I think that looks really good and I think that could bring kind of a lot of adoption to the crypto space as well because it's going to be even, I would imagine, kind of younger kids as well getting into crypto. It'll be the first foray into the crypto space with these Aircoins. Anyway, downloaded that. Bancor is down 17.95%. Kin is down again. It did go up because it has been as low as 54. It did go up to 65. Now it's at 71. But we need to wait and see what happens with Kin. Long term, Kin's a good one. H-Share down. IOTA, Digix, Deo, ARC, Pivex, Monero, Bitcoin Diamond. So a lot of them are down just now. Let's go back to chat. See what else is in. Bernard Ronald is in. MacPawn, hi, did you watch the last video of Alicia Rastani? I did watch the last video of Alicia Rastani. We'll be looking at that as well, and about kind of some patterns. I'm on to there's patterns kind of everywhere, and I believe even in the crypto market, in nature, there's patterns and just everything else. And Alicia Rastani had a good video about that, and I'll link to it as well, but I'll show you kind of what he was talking about as well. I thought that was really interesting because I'm really into these kind of patterns. So yeah, I did MacPawn. Gavin Mills, Electronium about to moon in October. Get in while you can, guys. I know a lot of people are talking about Electronium. Benjamin K, good morning to you. Chris Noble is in. Pokemon Go, that was it. Thank you very much. Tim Gash, that was it. Pokemon Go. How are you mining Electronium? It's just you can mine Electronium on your mobile, and it doesn't kind of waste all the battery and stuff like that. So you can mine it on your mobile as well, David. So just download it. You can go to the Play Store and download it, and there kind of sign up for it. You have to kind of do emails and stuff like that, but it's easy to sign up, and you just mine it on your mobile. So it's a mobile miner, so which could drive adoption as well. Could be really good for it. Reverend Skidmore, Pokemon. Res UK is in the house as well. Install the app, David, on Google Play. Mark Innes, hello Stephen team, likes nuked. Excellent, thanks very much for that, Mark. Patrick Frey is in the house. Sweatcoin is similar. Never heard of that one. T-Lock guys for you. Hidden Gem on IDEX. SEAL Network, thank me later. We'll have a look into that. I'm always looking out for hidden gems. Martin McGurty, is that right? Good morning, been watching a while. Great channel, keep up the great work. Steve, thanks very much, Martin. Don't think I've seen you here before, but it's good to catch you. Sorry if you have been here before. Pattern 3, 6 and 9, Mervyn Skidmore. Yeah, so we'll be looking at that as well. Atif Mahmood, all eyes are on Ripple now. Yeah, we'll be talking about Ripple as well. So Ripple just now, and this is something I've looked at before, but after the Alicia Rastani kind of video as well, I was looking at the Fibonacci retracement kind of tool on TradingView as well, and it looks quite good. I've kind of checked out before, but I don't want to kind of make it part of the trading. But it's talking about the Fibonacci retracements going back to 61%, 38%, just using those two retracement tools. But it kind of did a good thing on Bitcoin and used the Fibonacci retracement tool to look at possible kind of entry and exit points as well. I'll link to the video as well. In fact, I'll find it for you just now. I think it's too long. Let's see what Rastani, and was it his latest one? So he's talking about a weird pattern with Bitcoin. Skip that and we'll just go.
Now let me zoom back a bit here and bring our important levels.
And I'll link to this video as well for you.
By doing this retracement.
So what he's talking about is using the Fibonacci retracement tool. He's kind of noticed a pattern in all the kind of rises and falls of kind of Bitcoin. And the pattern is it kind of rises and then it comes back down, and then it can't go past. It's not getting past the 61.8% level on the retracement tool, and it's kind of bouncing off from that all the time. So he goes on to see a lot of the patterns and the kind of recent spikes in Bitcoin, and it's just not getting past that 61.8 retracement, or 61.8% retracement. So I'll link to this video because it is really interesting. I'm always kind of looking for patterns in crypto and the stock market, just everywhere, just looking for patterns that are uncommon, and he seems to have found one. So we'll just kind of look at that very quickly, what it's talking about. So this is the latest one. We'll just kind of look at the retracement tool. Right, so we'll go on to retracement. Look at that. And that was the latest one. Let's pull that over here. So this is the latest rise. And this is from the rise from 13th of August up to around about the 4th of September. So it kind of rose there, it kind of obviously came back down, and it's not getting past the 61.8% before it's coming back down again. So it's kind of hitting that quite a lot, just up there, round about here as well. He's got a much better kind of view of it as well, and I don't know if he's using the kind of daily chart as well. I can't remember if he was using the daily chart. Yeah, it's on the daily he was using, so we'll just look at it on the daily. So you can see it's bouncing off, so it's using that kind of line here, and it's bouncing off it and coming back down again. And it's saying that's happened quite a lot on all the recent kind of rises. We'll just get out of that, and we'll go back on it. See the rise there. And it's not getting past this 61.8%. I'll just do it the other way about. So you can do it in reverse as well, but we should have done it here. And pull this along. Just about here. So it's not getting past this 61.8% on the retracement tool. It's just kind of bouncing off that and using that as resistance, and then coming back down on this side, and all the kind of recent kind of rises of Bitcoin. I'll link to the video because he explains it much better than I can, and I've only used this tool, well, I've looked at it a few times actually, but I've not based any decisions on it, but it's an interesting pattern in Bitcoin as well. Okay, we'll look at some of the coins on Binance just now, what's going on at Binance at the moment. This is on the daily chart, so we'll go back to the 4-hourly chart. Just now, Vibe would have been brilliant trading over the last couple of days, because obviously it kind of shot up by about I've locked the tools there. By about 200%, shot up, came back down, and shot back up again, came back down, shot back up, came down, and shot up again. So it looks as if it might actually still go higher from here. QKC has gone up as well, and we can see that there. It's gone up just now, 5.96%. Aeon is just gone up as well, kind of flagged that earlier, a couple of weeks ago. BCN has gone up, Yo-Yo is starting to climb as well, Sys, Sub, Stratum has gone up as well. We were in kind of recommended Encash at, I think it was about 85, 86, and Encash did go up. It's back down to 87 where it was, so I managed to get out of Encash just this morning. About 93 I got out for, I think it was 93, 7% profit. So that was good, 7% profit. And I took the opportunity for Bitcoin falling, I took the opportunity to get back into XRP. So I was in XRP, got a 17% increase. Kind of got out before the big rise, but I still think it's got a lot to go. So I got out of XRP at 5,100. So I've got back in after the kind of 6%, 7% profit in Encash, and go back into XRP, even though it's up kind of quite high just now. Go back into XRP at 8,300 and something, 8,390 or something like that. So it's in at 8,457 at the moment. This is this kind of Fibonacci retracement tool as well, and it's kind of hitting these lines perfectly, the 61% and 38% lines, as well as support and resistance. So it's kind of going up there and kind of bouncing back off this resistance line. So it needs to break through about 8,900 before it makes its next leg up, and then 8,900 becomes the support level for that instead of resistance. So will it do that? I think it might actually do that. I think Ripple, loads and loads of positive news coming out about Ripple. A lot of people are kind of talking about and banding about kind of crazy figures as well with Ripple, but just with the adoption that's getting taken by the banks as well. But look on the daily chart and see what the highest has been, because there are some crazy kind of prices that have been spoken about. So about 23,000 Satoshi was the highest it's ever been. So obviously in dollar value it would have been a lot higher, because Bitcoin price at that time, round about December, January, was round about 19,000. So we'll not look at the dollar value, because the dollar value on Ripple would have been a lot higher. But we'll take a wee look at it, XRP USDT, and see where the dollar value was. It's not been that long on Binance, so I need to look at XRP USD, and on an older, we'll look at Bitfinex, see how long that's been going. Yeah, so the highest there was around about December. It was $3.34. $3.34. So it's going to be different this time round if Bitcoin price is round about $7,000. So it would be a little bit different for it to reach $3.34 just now, because obviously the Satoshi value would be a lot higher than the 23,000 Satoshi it was back in December. So we need to wait and see kind of what happens with that. And just go back to XRP BTC. So these are kind of resistance and support lines. And for it to get to kind of $3, we're talking about 55 cents just now, so 6 times that just now, and 6 is 4,000, so it'd have to get to 48,000 Satoshi, because of the kind of price difference there was back in December for the Bitcoin price, and obviously the price it is just now, which is around 6,700. So 8,434 for Ripple just now. Do I think it can go up? Yes, I do believe it can go up from here. I've been saying it for about a month or so now that it's going to explode, and it has exploded, which is really great, because there's a lot of kind of Ripple holders out there, and a lot of people got into Ripple as well, which is good. So we need to wait and see what happens from there. Okay, with Bitcoin price, and just look at the Bitcoin price just now, then we'll look at a few other tokens as well. So Bitcoin price just now 6669, so 6,670. So it came down. It was kind of 6,837 at its peak, but it did come down to about 6,600. But it seems as if 6,600 is going to be some sort of support for the Bitcoin price. Hopefully, I'll just look at 1,600. We're getting some resistance here, so that's become support. So hopefully we've got some support at 6,600 as well, and then it keeps on bouncing off that because it came down to that price, and hopefully we can go back up. I don't know if we'll get to this 7,400 level, but I still think it's going to go up to 6,800, break through that, possibly get to 7,000. I don't know if it breaks through that, then we're on a roll. That would be it'd be brilliant if it broke through $7,000 and then on its way up into October for that $9,000 I was thinking about. But we just need to wait and see for that. But 6,600 seems to be a good support for it. Let's get rid of that and we'll go back to the chat. Martin McGurty, never comment but always watching. Oh, brilliant. Good to see you here anyway, Martin. Good to see you here. What do you think about BitTube? I've signed up for BitTube just now. BitTube is a platform very similar to YouTube, but you upload your videos and you kind of get paid for it, or you can get paid for it as a content creator. So you get all the kind of money for it, and you get tipping as well for it as well, BitTube. So I do think it could be quite good. It just depends on how quickly they're going to kind of roll that out and get kind of users on board as well. So I signed up for it and tried to transfer some of my YouTube videos over onto BitTube, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work at all. So I don't know why, so we'll have to upload them direct, I would imagine. Gab Mearns, I've got an extra 10 people to install the ETM mobile miner over the weekend. Richard Ellis said they will start the marketing campaign in October. All growth so far has been organic. So that's the best type of growth, because a lot of people are talking about the Electroneum kind of mobile miner, and it's all been word of mouth. So I heard about it through, I heard about it on this channel as well, through people talking about it on this channel and from the kind of admins and from a premium group as well. So that's the best type of marketing, word of mouth, but they're going to do another marketing campaign. Obviously that's going to spread it like wildfire as well. Atif Elysion is bearish on Bitcoin despite his knowledge he's predicting Bitcoin below 3,000, so stop watching him. Is that Alicio Rastafani? ETN heading into top 20 soon. Where is it just now actually? Electronium. Coin Paprika. ETN. Number 71 at the moment. So where are we just now? Number 74, ETN with a market capitalization of 84 million. So a lot of people are talking about Electronium. I've been hearing about it over the last month or so. Daza Booth is in on Steve, bit of good news for Babb. Yeah, we're going to be looking at Babb as well. And Christopher A, do you have any thoughts on GBT, Stephen? They go live on 31st of October. I personally can't wait. GBT I've been in and out of in the past as well. I do like it as a long-term one. GBT kind coins I think should be pick in foreign market because of low supply. They rise quick. GBT is showing good use case and supply is amazing. Supply is brilliant on GBT. That's one of the reasons I kind of went in as well, is obviously having a good team, good use case scenario as well. Stephen Mahar is in. We had great news about Babb last week, didn't we? Excited for the future. Yeah, so what happened with Babb on over the weekend, I think it was yesterday or Friday night, Saturday night, I think it kind of rose by about 120%, the cost, but I was looking at it and I thought something strange kind of going on here with Babb. And we'll just look at the Babb kind of price. Where are we? So Babb, we'll look at that over 7 days. So we can see here it rose to 64824. That's the price USDT. That's probably not the best one to look at. I'm just going to look at coin market cap 1 sec. Go back. You can see spikes here. So it's come up to 1/10 of a cent before, and it went up to 16 Satoshi for that. So it kind of doubled in price, and that was on the 23rd. So it was last night and the night before, and that doubled up. But I didn't know if it was a kind of anomaly because it wasn't all the markets that were trading that. It was just on Bancor. So if we look at the markets, the Bancor network kind of doubled. It went double, or more than that, about 130%. So I thought there was a bit of an anomaly there because it wasn't trading on KuCoin at double, wasn't trading on IDEX at double, or DDEX, which is a kind of very small exchange. But the volume has gone up over the last 24 hours as well. So what it did, it kind of gave us a taste of what we can expect to come, because the kind of value of it literally doubled. Because I looked at my portfolio and I thought, what the hell's going on here? And I kind of looked at it and I thought there must be some kind of anomaly here on the Bancor network. Or I thought somebody had just put a huge buy order, and if you put a huge buy order in on the Bancor network, you get charged a premium. So I thought that's what had actually happened. So I don't actually know if anything came of that. So it's down 17% because it went so high. So this is its kind of usual price, about 7-8 Satoshi, but it did go up to 16 Satoshi as well. And that was on the Bancor network. So it was good to see that, because that's what we can expect in the future with Babb, I believe. There was a glitch in CMC. I thought it was the Bancor network there was a glitch on. What's up, folks? Got a new member for us. Oh, my bro James, welcome, bro. Excellent. What, your real brother? Brilliant. Atif, I think altcoins waiting for BTC to make a move. XRP, ADA, TRX is back to pig price, I think, but again, all depends on BTC, where it leads the whole market. It does. I believe the spike in Babb price was due to an anomaly of some sort on banker. I thought it was that, but it kind of went up, then it came right back down. I thought, okay, it's been an anomaly, but then it went back up again, so I didn't know what happened. But if somebody puts in a big, huge buy order on Bancor, what usually happens, you get, as I said, you get charged a big premium on that. So that it might have been they got charged double the price because they put a big order in, but I don't actually know. So people are saying it's a kind of an anomaly on Bancor because it wasn't on the other exchanges, but it gave us an indication of what could happen in the future as well, or what will happen. Okay, some news for you. We'll just go to some news just now. So this is on talking about Ripple on Reddit. So this is from a user. From a Ripple to a tidal wave, collaboration with PNC leads to XRP surge, and they're talking about the real the expectations of kind of what's going to happen in Ripple as well. So somebody's saying be excited and be realistic with expectations. Well, I think that is very good kind of advice as well. Hype pre-sale last year was followed by people throwing in the towel and crying to the moon about how Ripple was done and over when nothing happened. Regulate your hype, educate your expectations, be patient. Like Brad said, this is a marathon. So I thought that was quite an interesting thread just to kind of look at that. And it is about not FOMOing in on Ripple and just being hesitant about the expectation of the price kind of going to the moon. I still think it's going to go up from here, and I think we're going to see 12,000 very soon, 12,000 Satoshi if Bitcoin behaves itself, but we'll need to wait and see. This is from a kind of tweet from Eric Voorhees, and it's about, thought this was interesting news. MES official says tokens aren't securities, SEC on bookkeeping obligations. So this is in recent regulatory news, an official representing the Monetary Authority of Singapore has stated that no existing crypto tokens meet the regulator's definition of a security offering. The Chief Accountant of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission has emphasized the fundamental bookkeeping responsibilities of firms operating with cryptocurrencies, and the head of Abu Dhabi's financial regulator has called on international legislators to properly regulate the cryptocurrency industries in order to facilitate greater market participation from mainstream institutions. So what the kind of Monetary Authority of Singapore are saying is that no crypto tokens so far are securities. So this is from Damien Pang, the head of the Monetary Authority of Singapore's Technology Infrastructure Office for FinTech and Innovation, recently expressed his belief that no existing cryptocurrency tokens should be subject to securities legislation. So this is from Singapore, which obviously crypto is big in Singapore as well. So that could be good news. Could be good news for XRP as well. This is another story about Ripple. Ripple reveals XRapid strategy, says XRP will power global payments revolution. So the co-founder and executive chairman of Ripple is revealing his vision for how crypto and blockchain technology will disrupt the global payments industry. At the Crypto Finance Conference in Half Moon Bay, California, Chris Larsen said he believes payments are blockchain's killer app and described how Ripple will utilize XRP to power payments around the world. So I'll post all these links for you underneath the video in the comment section. So he said for payments, which again we think are the killer app, we think that's where it all starts. For payments, we think that has additional requirement. You've got to have settlement predictability, you've got to have consistent low cost, you've got to have high throughput. XRapid, that's a component of RippleNet that allows payment providers to lower the cost and liquidity for global payments. So it allows, for example, a bank that's trying to send money to Mexico to use XRP as an intermediate currency. So a lot of people were kind of crying that XRP is not going to be used on RippleNet, but it is going to be used as an intermediate currency. They don't necessarily have to hold XRP, but it's used to make things very efficient. So in this example, a customer is going to a remittance company in the US. Those dollars are now exchanged into XRP through Bittrex, which is a great exchange. It's immediately settled in XRP in seconds. Bitso, an exchange, then provides the exchange between XRP and Mexican peso that can now be delivered to a Mexican bank, which, because they have a real-time system in Mexico, allows that to go into the customer's account very quickly. So this now allows payment providers, banks and the customers to move value in 1 to 2 minutes versus days, or a process that might mask those days but have to charge for the settlement risks and costs. So Ripple's doing good things. Ripple, and we've been talking about for a couple of months how Ripple was going to explode, but I think this could be the start, just a start for Ripple, to be honest. So I think we're going to see an explosion in Ripple still, even from these prices just now. One of the most influential endowments has invested in kind of BTC hedge fund, says Novogratz. So Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital, said that an influential institutional investor has invested in Bitcoin hedge fund during an interview with CNBC Fast Money. The founder, however, has not revealed who the institutional investor is, but has stated that they are one of the most influential endowments. So he further stated that the influential endowment has not made the announcement yet, and according to him, this is going to be an important information. He said that there's going to be an institutional FOMO, just like the retail FOMO. So this could be good news. If this is true, this could be really good news for institutional kind of investors getting it in as well. So according to Novogratz, so I do think that Bitcoin is going to outperform for a while, and I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but everyone who's talking about institutional investors is going to start with Bitcoin. So this is an interesting article as well, and I'll link that for you as well. We're going to talk about that, the Bitcoin inflation bug. So this was about kind of Bitcoin inflation bug, whereby kind of programmers could actually put more Bitcoin onto the market. So talking about that bug, obviously they've kind of put a plug on that just now. But to give you more details, there's a kind of video there as well, which is quite good. So I'll link that for you as well. Dubai is building a blockchain-powered government. So we spoke about this over the last couple of months as well. How Dubai they're not leading the way, but they're just making the government more efficient with the blockchain technology. So Smart Dubai is a government and city-led initiative to make Dubai the smartest and happiest city in the world. This week saw Dubai's government and payment portal become blockchain-based. So the online payment portal Dubai Pay will now use blockchain technology for real-time reconciliation and settlement of transactions. And this is another step towards Dubai's goal of becoming the world's first blockchain-powered government by 2020. So again, good news for the underlying technology of cryptocurrencies, which is blockchain. Nothing to do with the cryptocurrencies themselves, but obviously is good for the underlying technology and for getting kind of blockchain as a whole known worldwide. This is Longhash launches Bitcoin tracker to find dirty money. So Longhash, a crypto and blockchain media and analysis site, recently launched its own Bitcoin tracker in an effort to offer more peace of mind to investors, regulators and the general public. So users can basically find the origin of BTC, tracking it through the many places it has travelled. So we'll take a wee look at that kind of maybe later on in the week as well, but I'll link to that story for you as well. This was kind of interesting. 10 countries with the most Bitcoin hodlers. So can I know kind of real kind of surprises here. So we've got United States obviously as one of them, Romania, Czech Republic, China, Spain, Poland, Turkey, Japan, Switzerland, South Korea. These are the top 10 of Bitcoin hodlers. No real surprises, but it's just kind of good to see that as well. And this is a big piece of news as well over the weekend. US congressman to lead pro-blockchain and crypto legislation. This was a link sent from James, Oklahoma, one of our admins as well. And I believe Crypto Bitcoin, Chris covered this as well. So what developments concerning blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies are gaining serious momentum in the United States as Congressman Tom Emmer announced on September the 21st, 2018 that he will be introducing 3 groundbreaking bills to pave a clear way for the emerging and disruptive technologies. This is good news, especially in the US, because I thought the US government was going to kind of hanker things a wee bit with Bitcoin and really become one of the countries that are kind of low down on the list for kind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole. But Tom Emmer's coming out with 3 new bills. So Emmer, who was named a co-chair of the Congressional Blockchain Caucus, earlier in the day seeks to introduce 3 bills to foster a supporting ecosystem for the development of distributed ledger technology in the country. He said the United States should prioritise accelerating the development of blockchain technology and create an environment that enables the American private sector to lead an innovation and further growth, which is why I'm introducing these bills. And legislators should be embracing emerging technologies and providing a clear regulatory system that allows them to flourish in the United States, which I totally agree with. Totally agree with that. So we'll link to this article for you as well. So Tom Emmert in a tweet as well. I look forward to continue working with my colleagues of the Congressional Blockchain Caucus to support innovation of the growth of blockchain technology. So that's in a kind of a recent tweet from him as well. So 3 new bills coming out, which could be huge, especially for American kind of investors or US investors. I think that's it. Yeah, this is the kind of same story as well. US Congress to introduce bills supporting blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. So link to those articles as well. And thanks to James for the article, for the link for that. So if you've got any news that you think is going to be interesting, just kind of hit me up in the premium channel or the kind of free channel we've got on Telegram as well. We can look at that, obviously, because it takes a lot of time. I use cryptopanic.com for aggregated news, but there's obviously some I miss as well. Where are we? Steve Maher, hi Steve, had a great new. Alright, that was about. Right. Yep, we've seen that already. James Cunningham, hi guys, new to crypto, have a lot to learn, thanks for having me. James, good to have you here, buddy. Good to see you here. Is that who Jean was talking about? So James, great to have you here. Ben Hardinge, Babb still down 80% of the burn. What would 5x the price on constant demand be? Don't quite understand that, Ben. Mervyn Skidmore, nice gains on XRP and ADA from Friday. Good skills on the Ripple call, Steve, thanks. Excellent, I hope you got in it, Mervyn. On the XRP, it was good. I think I got first in at 4,300, got at 5,100, back in again at 8,380 or 90. I still think it's going to go up. Happy days, James, bro, welcome. Yeah, it is the one we were talking about. VR Stellar is very similar to Ripple. Ripple is aimed for corporate sector and banking sector, while Stellar is aimed for individuals. I think Stellar is going to do well as well. Just look at where they are. They've shot up again as well. This is looking at the Fibonacci retracement. And I was kind of testing the Fibonacci retracement across a lot of the tokens. And it seems to be that kind of 61.8% kind of line kind of holds. They seem to use that as resistance and then go back down and use the 38.2% as support as well. So it's quite interesting that. I like looking for patterns. So yeah, Stella's gone up as well from where it was, and this is on the daily chart. Okay, look at some other, see if there's any other rises on Binance. We'll look at Bitcoin just now. Obviously Bitcoin is taking a wee bit of a drop. So on the daily, we'll just look at on the hourly. Yeah, so we need that 6,600 to hold. If it goes down below that, we might be going lower, obviously. A lot of people are thinking it's going back down to about 6,100 or 6,000, but we need to wait and see. I think that's it for just now. Yeah, I think that's it for just now. Covered the news. I'll put all the links in for you as well. And we'll see what's happening. If you want to join us over on the premium channel, you can join us over there where we make kind of daily calls when the time's right. If we're not making daily calls, if kind of Bitcoin price is falling, obviously there's no point in doing that. So, but we'll make daily calls when it's stable and when we see tokens that are kind of about to jump, or hopefully about to jump as well. That's on the premium channel. There is a free channel you can join as well, and there's free kind of channels for Facebook if you want to join us over there. And remember to crush the likes, guys. If you like these videos, just crush the likes. and it helps obviously with kind of the YouTube channel growing as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now, and I will bid you a good day and have a brilliant day whatever you're doing. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.